Hi, welcome back or welcome to Fibro Life Diaries. So, the question I've asked myself is, why do I want to start this channel? Why do I want to open this conversation? And I thought it would be good to make a video and explain what my goals are, where I see this going, where I hope it goes, and just really my purpose for doing it all. So, I was sat and we had the TV on, and up came a segment on Good Morning Britain or one of these kind of shows where they had a doctor in and they talked about fibro. And now they didn't tell me anything I didn't already know. I have done quite a lot of research myself into it. But seeing it be talked about somewhere so mainstream made me quite emotional. And that shouldn't be the case. I realised that fibro, EDS, all of these invisible illnesses are not talked about much. And when I was diagnosed, there wasn't a whole lot of information from real people. There's some medical studies, and the NHS has their page about it and all of this, but I couldn't really find many actual people's experience. And so I thought, well, I would have liked that when I first got diagnosed. I would have liked to see what other people were saying. And so I decided in that moment when I saw that TV segment that I would start the conversation. I want to create a community where we can talk about these things, and it is not just for people with fibro. We'll be mainly focused around that because that is what I have and that is what I know. But everyone is welcome. Chronic pain, other invisible illnesses. If you're curious, if you know someone with one of these conditions. I just want it to be a place where people can come and feel less alone. So I'm going to be doing all sorts of videos, really. I'll be doing some informative ones where I just sit down and tell you facts, and in those I will always include where I have found these facts. Some of them will be my experience, my story, so I will be sharing my diagnosis story in the next few weeks, and how I went about that, and things like my everyday life and how it impacts me. I feel like I can't keep it all too serious, so I'm going to be doing some sort of funny videos, maybe some skits or something. I've got a few ideas for some videos that should be a good laugh. I'm also going to have my other half on here talking about what it's like to live with and love someone with fibro, with an invisible illness, with chronic pain. And hopefully that video can help, any partners of people with any of these issues. Because it can be really isolating. It can feel quite lonely. But you're not alone. 1 in 20 people have fibro. That is not an uncommon situation to be in. And so I want to bring us together and actually talk about these things and have an open discussion where we can all talk about the ups and downs, and where you can come for a bit of advice. You can ask questions and I will do the research and I will answer the questions in a way that makes sense. And yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. So we'll see how it goes. I don't want to make money off of this. I don't want to become a famous influencer. I just want to make a safe space. None of my content will be monetized. And all the research and everything will be done in my own time alongside my job. I am genuinely doing this to get a bit more information out there, to share another point of view, because I think that's important. Thank you for staying this long if you have, and I'll see you next week. Next week I'm going to do a video about what actually is fibro. And that might be a bit of a longer one because it takes a while to explain. See you then.